I never want to waste your time. My life, so precious. Is yours, is mine. Hey, look at the time. So precious. Is yours, is mine.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The New York, and before...
Well, guys,
Thank you, David. And we're watching two very experienced veteran teams, Chris. We should be in for some high-level basketball.
Yeah, and just watch this game tonight. You're going to see the coaches really trust their players. Coaches who do most of their coaching in practice and then trust the IQ of their players. Won't be a lot of play calling, a lot of free-flowing. Guys kind of knowing where to be on defense, a lot of communication on defense. This should be fun.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Howard. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. And that one is off. Smith with the defensive effort. Pass to Porzingis. Over Bosh. Porzingis can't hit. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Whether life or sports, that's all you can do. Stay committed to your brand of basketball and let the chips fall where they may.
And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. Surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta, a team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
Free throw no good for Howard.
Now, when you watch the Hornets play, it seems like they play with a chip on their shoulder. I mean that in a good way. They play like they have something to prove. They have a very self-driven team.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Walker feeds to Howard. Back to Walker. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. As you said, win or lose, you know that this Hornet team is going to battle you for all 4 quarters. They don't give up.
Well, a lot of that camaraderie has developed on this roster because of that. They know they don't have superstars and big names, but it doesn't deter them. They know they have a small margin there.
Leaving any player wide open for mid-range, a recipe for getting scored.
Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Batum with the steal. He feeds it to Lamb. And slam dunk by Lamb.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Burke kicks to Porzingis. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Okay, 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasted no time getting this offense rolling.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a 3rd foul and force him to sit on the bench.
Moutier, he's checked in for Smith. Charlotte moving the ball around. Howard dishes to Lamb. Howard kicks to Walker. 5 on the clock. Here's Lamb. Again, the Hornets score.
He's able to shoot comfortably in motion. Lamb's a scoring threat from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Beasley. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
Howard with a screen on Beasley. Batum passes to Howard. Over in the corner, Lamb. Buries it down low. Lamb's got 6.
He's giving him a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling.
Here's Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football, having running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And Batum kicks to Howard. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Hornets.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
Porzingis can't hit.
That's how you protect him. Stand your ground and make him alternate.
Here's Walker. It's deflected. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Bosh, the screen. Here's Walker. As to Howard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
Knicks have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game.
Well, yeah, Steve Clifford has done an amazing job here with the Hornets. One of the most underrated coaches in the league right now. And a big part of the Hornets' success. He's done a great job at maximizing the talents of his team.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Todd has come in for Cantor. And Markieff Morris subbed in for Michael Beasley. The Hornets also changing it up. Zeller, he's checked in for Howard. Kaminsky comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Williams in for Jeremy Lamb. And with Steve Clifford, you wouldn't be surprised if he won a Coach of the Year award in the future, because his peers around the league admire what he's been able to do.
Well, and the fact that the Hornets have been a perennial playoff threat under him is huge. For a long time before Clifford, the Hornets couldn't string together winning seasons. The change from then to now, under his watch, has been huge.
A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And another three for Charlotte.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Moutier dishes to Morris. And again, New York with the triple.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Outside, Batum. Kaminsky sets the pick for Batum. Back to Zeller. Pick by Zeller. There's Walker with the three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 8 points for Kemba Walker.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Now the pass to Moutier from outside the arc. No good on that one. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it galloping. The fast break chance. Here's Walker.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player. Positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
Back right after this. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. You know, just play like playing street ball.
Infectious enthusiasm to see it every time he steps on the floor. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
As well as throwing the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets correct.
They've got Gortat. Morris is out there with Allen Williams. Then it's Moutier, and it's Smith in at the 2-guard. There, the group New York will start the second one. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They are just killing them on the interior.
New York shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
Right side to Walker. Left side, Williams. Dishes to Zeller. Gortat with the defensive effort. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screen.
Williams can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, something special is brewing in Charlotte. Point guard Kemba Walker said, it's a great start. We know how to play with each other, and we love playing with each other. The best thing is how hard we all work. We're going to grow. Kevin?
And that kind of optimism is terrific, David. Thank you. Walker and the Charlotte Crews seem to be a perfect match for the Knicks. Chandler comes in for Gortat, and it's Beasley in for Morris. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. Williams passes to Moutier. All 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
Just amazing work from Walker. Really zipping the rock fast and wide open.
Now here's Moutier, guarded by Walker, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Charlotte making a switch here. Bosch is checked in. The Knicks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. In the NBA, everyone needs to work hard to succeed, but there are some players, Chris, who go above and beyond. Who do you think are some of the hardest workers in the league right now?
Wow, well, I'd have to go with a guy like Westbrook. You know his minutes. You know how hard he plays. For me, triple-double. He was underrated in actually doing that last year because of all the effort that it takes, especially with rebounding the way that he did over big fellas. So you have to look at a guy like him. You have to look at a guy like Isaiah Thomas with his size, being undersized, being able to get into the paint, his toughness, and being able to take tough hits, but also not complain, not be a victim, not use his size as a disadvantage, but he uses it as an advantage with his quickness, and also the way that we saw in the playoffs, him studying tapes of guys that came before him. So to me, those guys come up in my head first when we talk about hardest working guys in the league.
Charlotte leading by 4. Here's the teardrop. Williams with the block. Now here's Moutier. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. Inside. That's good from Chandler on the assist from Moutier.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Charlotte's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Now here's Walker, defended by Moutier. A dish now to Bosch. The 3, and the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for New York. Enes Kanter's checked in for Allen Williams, and Trey Burke subbed in for Moutier. Knicks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. Kept alive. Chandler. From the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Well, the book on Kemba Walker used to be that you could stay behind the screens, not work that hard, duck behind them because he wasn't going to do anything special. Well, he's worked on that. He's fixed it and it's paid off. We've seen his field goal percentage fly up in recent years, and that also means his ankle breaker moves have come up because now you have to respect his jump shot. His ball handling, some of the best in the NBA.
Here's Kanter, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Cantor's got his first points of the night. Charlotte trailing. It's stolen by Smith. And a fast break now for New York. And Cantor throws it down.
It's nice seeing Smith share the wealth, showing great focus passing the ball to his teammates.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. And part of the jump for Kembe has been his shot. But it also, Chris, seems that he plays within himself, I think, a lot more now. He used to force the offense, but now is much more patient.
Well, yeah, he's done a great job in addressing the weaknesses he's had in this game. He's a complete point guard. That's what a leader does for their team, and he is the leader of that locker room.
Cantor, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Screen by Howard. Walker dishes to Howard. Williams from outside. That shot is off.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Lets it go with the three. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Look at this. This is one of Smith's specialties. He has a quick release fire off the pass.
And Lamb kicks to Williams. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Outside Williams. They set the pick. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Zingas, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Williams, a screen on Smith. Clock at 6. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. That's a two-pointer from Walker. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy two on the open jump.
Burke can't get it to go.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Knicks out front, leading by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's an interesting battle going on tonight. Ernie Johnson here with you folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. You are watching. There was no stopping Kristaps. He had 13 points and 2 rebounds. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we return to New York, a panoramic vista of downtown Manhattan taken from the observation deck of the Empire State Building. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over. Hornets trail by 5. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got Batum. Howard is out there with Chris Bosh. There's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Walker in at the point. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. Walker's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Charlotte. Up top, Burke. Guarded by Walker. Here's Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got his 5th assist in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Lamb kicks to Howard. From down in the low post, it goes. Howard's got 6 points.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out to give up that.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Bosh. Good. Bosh has got his second bucket of the game to go.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Porzingis sets the pick for Burke. Canner in the corner. Three-pointer. Here's Porzingis. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the Knicks making a change here. Gortat's checked in. Zeller, who's checked in for Charlotte. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Picked by Zeller. Here's Bosch.
Missed there, but still a very impressive start to this half after connecting on 3 straight field goals.
Here's Porzingis. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game.
But here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment.
Zeller passes to Walker. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Now this is exactly the start they wanted to this half. They've only missed 1 shot of 5 and 10. So Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play. He is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close in that he does get.
Now here's Lamb, covered by Smith. They set the pick.
Kurde, jestem w szoku, synu.
Right side to Walker. Back to Zeller.
Co?
Shot clock at 6. Here's Batum. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Co?
The D is doing everything they can against
Ale ja
Batum.
gram
In
mecz
the
teraz,
end,
synu.
he's just too long,
Jak skończę?
too strong, getting the shot off in plenty of time.
Dobra, ja gram jak
The
skończę,
Knicks
okej?
decide to take their first
Dobrze?
time out here. Chris, you've been broadcasting as an analyst for the better part of the decade now. Talk about your process when you personally prepare for a broadcast, prepare for a game.
Wow, that's crazy. It is almost the better part of the decade. It doesn't seem that long. I can't believe I've been retired that long, but...
I know.
Right? I can't... Wow, time flies,
I can't
man.
either.
What the... I have to thank so many of the guys that I've worked with and taught me kind of how to do it. But my process is kind of like a basketball game when I play. There's a scouting report. I look at the scouting report. I look at the stats for the season. I compare the 2 teams. I look at this. If I was playing for Team A, what would we have to do? What would my role be? And then I look at it for Team B. I love coaching and management and looking at all those things. And so it gives me a chance to play all those roles and then come up with the game plan. And then from there, I just try to make sure I kind of stick to the rules of commentating when we start the game and go from there. But my preparation is really to get deep into the numbers of each team, but then more importantly, how they've been playing, add that context of what I did as a player, and I know what the teams are going through along with all those analytics, and then kind of just let it fly and hopefully the fans have fun watching it, but that's my process.
High post shot. Another miss by Batum. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Smith. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Zeller, a screen on Williams. Batum attacking. And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of. And he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Kaminsky comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Williams in for Jeremy Lin. Hits it from 3-point range.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Batum against Smith. On the wing, Williams. A 3-ball. Nailed from 3-point land. Williams has got 8.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Nobody near Williams. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Kicks to Kaminsky. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Morris with a screen on Walker. Burke dishes to Morris. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Now, here's Walker. D right on him. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Kaminsky kicks to Batum. 5 to shoot. And there's the feed to Kaminsky. And here's Walker outside. Rebound by Smith. The Knicks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. That one falls. 8 points for Trey Burke.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. They throw good. Nicholas Batum.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
Here's Burke. Drilled it. Rushes the clock. Hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel. Woo. 9.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the New York Knicks. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. New York leading by 6. Beasley is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Burke, and it's Chandler, and it's Smith in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Charlotte's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Over in the corner, Lamb. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 12 points for Lamb.
With range to go well beyond the three-point line, Lamb can force the defense to extend further out.
Burke, the pass to Kanter. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
And guys, they're showing great instincts too, anticipating how the ball was going to come off the boards and timed it out perfectly.
Now here's Lamb, covered by Smith to take the lead. No good from Lamb.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the Knicks miss again. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Howard draws the double, shoots over Kanter. Howard misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Beasley dishes to Kanter. Here's Porzingis. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Walker penetrating. It's deflected. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. And so it's Charlotte with it. Outside, Walker. On the wing, Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Howard. To take the lead. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And it's Beasley again missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
They get the rebound. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And Batum pitch to Kaminsky. Batum. Charlotte moving it around over Beasley. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Knicks with the lead. To stop the drought, buries the long-range jumper.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only one bucket in 5 attempts.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stolen by Kansas. Here's Porzingis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Porzingis against Bosh. Porzingis with the block. Beasley, the pass to Porzingis. Kanter kicks to Porzingis. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got 16 points here in the second half.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7-3 player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
2 minutes.
Beasley outside. He kicks it to Kanter. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
74, tak.
Knicks lead. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries.
To, że kolejna wygrana. 10 games in a row.
Injury bug, and some others avoided their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill, or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that. You look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time. Or, you know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare, that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you're a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. And we've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we always say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared or not.
Good answer.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive and it's out.
Bosh kicks to Lamb. Goes up the baseline. Knicks with the rebound. Knicks on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Porzingis can't hit. Hornets trail by 11. And slam dunk by Lamb.
Smooth first step, good ball handling. Lamb posted defense on the drive.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. Excellent D from Howard. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. A fadeaway. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And completely uncovered. But just to make sure, he puts a little fade on that jumper.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Kanter dishes to Beasley. Screen by Smith. Pass to Kanter. With the rebound.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
Burke, the pass to Smith from the baseline. And the rebound goes to Howard. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
Cunningham can't connect. And so it's the Knicks with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced